This is a little hard for me because I enjoy the coloration on both of these, and the formula for both is known to be outstanding. Okay, so this is not a category for everybody, and that's totally okay, but lashes. This is the It Brow Power Pencil, and this is the $1 Billion Brows that we recently got. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video which is part of a series I have here on my channel called Would You Rather? And what I'm going to be doing is going through today some Boxycharm makeup and letting you know in like that this or that situation when you're sitting down in the morning, what makeup pieces am I reaching for more frequently? So hence the would you rather. Which products am I rathering over other things that are similar? I'm going to let you know right now. If you are new to my channel, hi new friend, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. The first thing I'm going to talk about today are some lippies. I have some high-end lippies in front of me, at least what I consider high-end, that we've received from Boxycharm, and one of them is a 2018 winner. So that tells you we already have some stiff competition ahead. This is my Kat Von D lippy in the shade Lolita. I got this last year and I've used it a ton. I'm actually wearing it today. But it is against a brand new lippy that I got that I've also been wearing a ton in my recent videos that you guys have noticed. You're like, oh, I still really like that Ofra lippy on you. This is in the shade Miami Fever. We just got this and I've been using it a ton. So as I'm kind of sitting down and doing wear comparisons just in my normal day-to-day, I was like, ooh, this would make for a fascinating would you rather because I've loved both of these and spoken about them a ton. This is a little hard for me because I enjoy the coloration on both of these and the formula for both is known to be outstanding. But I absolutely have to say, after wearing them back to back, I can tell you that one is just more comfortable to wear, and that is my Ofra lippy. This one in Miami Fever also is a color that I really enjoy. It works well for my skin tone and the kind of makeup I like to apply, and I think it's only going to get more beautiful come the warmer seasons and my skin warms up a little bit. This is a great formula, and the reason that I'm picking this over the Kat Von D, which was a 2018 winner, it's still amazing. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. Kiss proof, everything, it's amazing. This is more comfortable to put on. It feels less drying when I apply it, at least for me. I know everybody is kind of like different with skin sensitivity, things like that. But for me personally, this goes on like a dream and it still feels moisturized and it has the same kind of lasting power where it has that kiss proof ability to it. This for me does a great job of not only having such opaque swatches, like you put this on your lips, you put this on your hand, and it is there. Like there is no messing around. You don't have to build it up if you don't want to, but it does build on itself beautifully. The Kat Von D does as well, but this does not get as drying for me. I find when I put this on, it doesn't feel dry, and then an hour or two in, it still doesn't feel crazy dry, where you feel like you have to like apply some chapstick or something. The only time I felt like this got a little dry was maybe at like hour 4 or 5, and that's when it's starting to kind of like wear down. I really love this, and I was surprised because I've had these sitting on my desk for a while going, if I did a would you rather, what would I pick? Because I was like, I can't pick between these two. They're both so amazing. But the feel on my lips is what was the game changer for me. So Ofra for the win, the one I would rather. The next category is going to be blushes. And you guys know I've been trying the past year to really get more into blushes. One, because we get them from Boxycharm all the time and I love my Boxycharm. But also I am just trying new techniques with my makeup, going out of my comfort zone. And I do find myself reaching for blush way more than I used to. So I am going to be putting up against the Wander Beauty, the Note Blush. These are two blushes that we have received from Boxycharm that were very well loved, I think, amongst a lot of subscription beauty charmers. So I was trying to figure out which one of these I would rather, because I've reached for these on separate occasions, but I mean, they're clearly different in a lot of ways. This has some shimmer to it. It also has a highlighter in it. You kind of have some options here, and it's a palette. So I mean, it's a little different than the Note. The Note is extraordinarily pigmented. This is in the shade Desert Rose, but this was something I found that I really enjoyed last year. The pans for this really bug me. It's because I can't get my big old fluffy brush in there. But if I had to pick one of these, I was really curious which one I would do. Havana Nights right here is part of the Wander Beauty, and down here is the Note. These two are like the closest you could pick if you wanted to. The Tuscan Sun has a little bit of highlight in it, and that's from the Wander Beauty. But as far as like the swatching goes and the formula itself, I really like the Note, but I also like how I can make this work with a lot more looks, whereas this might be too bold for some looks. Ooh, this might be tougher than I thought. You really have to build up Tuscan Sunrise though. But I kind of like that for a blush. Ooh, this is getting tougher and tougher the more I think about it. You have more options with this than you do this, which is true. But if I go off of what I've been reaching for based off instinct, like first thing in the morning, I've really been reaching for the Note way more. And I think that's because it is very, very pigmented. I mean, this sucker does not mess around. It's right here in the center. It's got a long wear as well, and I can appreciate that when I'm actually going to put on a blush. I like it to be like that, which is kind of surprising to me because I usually gravitate to a lighter blush, but this is the one that I tend to reach for the most. So I'm kind of surprising myself right now. I'm actually trying another blush in my Shop My Stash, which is the Laura Geller, which may make more sense to compare to the Wander Beauty, but these two I've had longer, so I've had more time to use them. And I noticed this is more what I reach for though. How fascinating is that? You'd think you'd gravitate more towards a lighter pigment, but this is the one I go for. I'm shocking myself right now. So this is what I'm gonna say I've been rathering, but out of theory, it should have been this. I'm a complicated soul. I guess what I can say about this is I like that there's not like a shimmer highlight built into this, and I think that's why I gravitate to this more than the Wander palette. Also, these pans just bug me. I'm sorry, they do. Okay, so this is not a category for everybody, and that's totally okay, but lashes. Lashes are something I enjoy getting from Boxycharm. Not a ton, to be honest, but enough that it lets me try new things. These are both Boxycharm lashes that we've received, or at least I received, and this is the House of Lashes Noir Fairy Lights, and these are the Lashaholics that I got. And both of these look really good on camera. And to be honest, where I generally wear lashes is on camera. I don't all the time put them on when I'm going out for dinner or anything. I like wearing both of these on camera because they look good on camera. In person, these look a little crazy. In person, these look a bit better, but they are still really bold as far as like, these aren't natural. These don't look like they're my real lashes kind of thing. But out of these two, I really gravitate to the Lashaholics, mostly because these are super easy for me to apply and they don't make me feel like it's competing with my eye look. I feel like they complement my eye look. I have a really round eye and these just like pop right on. These are not complicated for me to try on. These are a little bit more difficult because of the length of the lash. They're like very fluffy, whereas these are easier to put on. And these complement an eye look. This overpowers one of my eye looks. So I'm gonna say I would rather this on a filming day. Now the last category that I'm gonna be going through are for my brows. And I've got some brow pencils in front of me, and technically I have 3, but I feel like I've done this before with my Winky Lux, so I'm gonna set this down. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen my old videos, I really love my Winky Lux. This is the second one I've owned. But as far as the most, I guess these are the latest pencils that we've had. This is the It Brow Power Pencil, and this is the $1 Billion Brows that we recently got. I learned a year ago, I guess I learned in 2018, to really go out of my comfort zone with brow products thanks to Boxycharm. A lot of times they will gift us powders, sometimes they'll gift us a cream, but there's always something interesting to learn when it comes to my brows, and I feel like the older I get, the more love my brows need, so I don't mind trying new things all the time. And brow pencils for me really became something I reach for a ton because of Boxycharm. Again, Winky Lux, I love you. So as I get more in, I love trying them. So when I got the $1 Billion Brows, I was like, okay, let's try this. I'm gonna have a totally open mind to it. And then when I was wearing this on my hand, it swatches well. It gets a little crumbly, but it looks really, really dark. But on my eyes, it pulls more red than it swatches. So that was a huge surprise to me. And then with the It Brow Power, I got this last year. I was not in love with it right away because, I mean, when you look at it on your hand, it takes a lot to build it up because this is a drier formula and not as creamy of a formula. So you really have to build on it yourself with it. And some people may not like that. I really gravitate to it because for me, I already have pretty decently thick brows, but I get some bald patches, and there's just times a year where I feel like I shed more than others. This actually is great to build and apply in a more natural way, whereas I found this is too creamy and actually makes my brows look crazy bold. I think one of you even said that when you saw my thumbnail for that Boxycharm, you knew that I had received this, because in the thumbnail you could tell my brows were bossy. They were HBIC kind of brows. So as much as I enjoy trying these, I'm going to keep working with this, but at the moment what I'm reaching for first thing in the morning in my beauty space is going to be more this than this. And a lot of times this in a color pop, but that's not what we're talking about right now. I'm looking for ways to make this work though, so I could use this as an eyeliner, but do you have any techniques that you suggest for this? Because right now I am not reaching for it, and I feel like it's gonna be a waste soon if I don't. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about your would you rathers? As far as these products go, or even some other things that you've gotten from Boxycharm that are similar, what do you reach for more than the other? Does that mean you're gonna declutter it? Does that mean you're gonna maybe show it some more love in a Shop My Stash? Tell me below, because I'm super curious. I love doing these would you rather videos because it really, like, first of all, reminds me of the other things that I haven't touched in my collection, which goes along well with my Shop My Stash videos that I've just started. But it also kind of makes me go, oh, if I haven't reached for this, I haven't really reached for this Wonder Beauty palette, but in my theories of how I like lighter blushes, you think I would have, but I've reached for this more, so I kind of shock myself in a way. Let me know in the comments below, how do you surprise yourself with your makeup? Because I think it's interesting what we discover when we're kind of going through our collection. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you happen to be new to my crazy little channel, hi new friends! I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Bye friends!